Dance digitizing involves motion capture, which is mainly conducted using state-of-the-art optical technologies. Motion capture is a technology of high potential used as a tool to preserve, promote, and visualize cultural heritage dances via accurate 3D reconstruction. Costumes are an inseparable part of indigenous dancing, which must also be maintained. Together they portray ethnic identity and religion. Costumes contribute to the storytelling and reflect the socio-economic status of the dancer. Various traditional dances are conducted using voluminous clothing, which may restrict the precise movement of the body limbs and joints. Sometimes this is critical to a dance routine, and hence, optical motion capture can become more challenging. This problem becomes more acute when it comes to traditional African masquerade dancing, like Eyo, which forms the case study for this work. Eyo originates from Lagos, Nigeria. The Eyo dance has never been digitized in any form before, mainly because of its complex nature, especially in terms of its heavy and bulky clothing, where no part of the dancer's body is visible to the audience. For this study, a Nigerian dancer performed the Eyo masquerade dance in 2 separate sessions. 2 experiments were conducted to study the feasibility of capturing concurrently such fast-paced dance motions. In the first experiment, we compared the accuracy of optical and IMU-based motion capture technologies by recording a dancer without the costume. The aim was to assess motion quality losses for each system. In the second experiment, the dance was performed with the costume, using only an inertial motion capture system to determine any potential degradation in motion quality. Both sessions were additionally recorded with the vision camera for reference purposes. The role of cloth visualization and animation is crucial for enhancing realism and audience immersion. In this work, photogrammetry was initially used to scan the traditional Eyo costume fine details and hence create its 3D digital reconstruction. The Eyo attire consists of full face and body coverage, including a hat and 3 layers of fabric, that is, a white veil, a big white robe, and a long flowing wrapper. The Tafawa Balewa Square Gate has been chosen as a suitable environment to effectively demonstrate and reproduce the digital form of the Eyo masquerade. It is a ceremonial ground of historical importance and comprises huge sculptures of horses and eagles, which symbolize the national emblem. It clearly demonstrates the culture and tradition of Lagos, and it is decorated with 3 effigies of Eyo masquerade dancers. The gate has been reconstructed in 3D using photogrammetry. Unfortunately, the Tafawa Balewa Square Gate has been recently demolished. To the best of our knowledge, this is the only 3D replica reconstruction of the gate, and it demonstrates the importance of digital preservation of fragile physical artifacts. Here we present the results of this study. In the first experiment, we compared the optical and IMU-based systems, using the skeletons generated by each of them in parallel. This allowed direct comparison, showcasing some key joint trajectories. The blue skeleton depicts the optical system and the orange skeleton the IMU-based system. As we can see, the foot trajectory of the orange character is smoother compared to the equivalent of the blue character. Also, the legs of the inertial-based skeleton do not rise as high backwards as those of the optical system. The optical system provides the most accurate representation of arm movement, for example, when raising the staff. The orange character experiences positional drift relative to its global position, and in certain movements, the movement trajectory is overly smoothed. In the second experiment, we analyzed the effects of wearing a traditional costume on the dancer's freedom of movement, balance, and effort. It is evident that wearing a costume significantly impacts the quality of the captured motion data, both in terms of visual appearance and body geometry. More specifically, the long sleeves restricted arm movements and led to more bend at the elbows, while the excess fabric of the costume impacted the dancer's foot movement, leading to a wider stance. These constraints in movement become more profound when visualized in slow motion. The dancer had to exert more energy and effort while wearing the costume due to its weight and bulkiness. Sometimes that led to loss of balance during turns. However, balance was improved. Here you can enjoy our final Eyo Masquerade dance visualization.
Àjàgà alágẹmọ ìmá ṣàkúta